Alright, so we're going to go over what has sold over the last week, and it's not much better than it was last week. This weekend I had 0 sales. None. Not even a patch. There was one sale, I think it was Friday afternoon, and they put in a cancellation request, so it was bad. This morning I did have 2 sales once I woke up, and those are about 11, so those don't really count as weekend sales, but it was not good. So first we're going to start off with this Port Wentworth, Georgia Fire at $6.99. Next was this Wagner Flexio 3500, sold that for $100, free ship. This came on the Home Depot pallet, which I will show you at the end of this. After going through these sales, I'll show the Home Depot pallet. And then there's another video. Went to the bin store and picked up a couple things, and then a couple things from Kohl's. That'll be after the Home Depot stuff. Next was this Manhattan Fire Department, Riley County, Kansas, for $7.99. Next was this Wagner 915E Power Steamer. Sold it for $60 plus 25 ship on this. And it sold right away. Next was this CCC EMA Emergency Management Agency Planning Preparedness Response patch. I don't know. I just copied what was on the patch. $7.99 on that. Next, here's the order that got canceled. This Clark's Collection size 11.5 shoes. $40 free ship, but like I said, they got canceled. Next, this is the sale that came in this morning. This Riverdale, Utah Police patch at $6.99. Then finally sold this Werner ladder stabilizer for $60 free ship. This was listed back in December, and based on the sell-through rate, this should have sold a long time ago. I don't really know what the deal was. Maybe due to how damaged the box was. I don't know. But glad to finally have sold it. Next was another Wagner steamer. Sold that this time for $65 plus 25 ship as well, because it sold so well at $60. I decided, let's bump it up to $65. And besides, this one was practically brand new, whereas the other one, the wallpaper tool, had clearly been used. And I did list it at 2% on both of these as well, so it was which I definitely think helped. But this sold out on offer for $61.49 or something like that, and it actually is going to the Virgin Islands. Is what the guy said, but then I looked at the shipping label. It said Puerto Rico. I don't know. It was going to a territory, and he sent me a message. What do I ship to them? And I said yes. Even though I do have it turned off on something like this that's bigger, because the shipping on it can be kind of ridiculous. It only ended up being $30, so I calculated 25. That's if it went to California, so it wasn't too bad in that terms. There's a lot of stuff happening. So next was this Kosaki hose company in New York, $9.99 on that. I'll switch over to the other account real quick. 2 sales. First is Dade City, Florida Police at $5.99. I actually was late shipping this. I didn't realize that it had sold, and it ended up going out a day late. And the next was this Niagara County Sheriff's patch at $6.99, which sold like around the same time as this one, but I just didn't see it. So luckily the buyers didn't make a big deal out of it. Like I said, it was only a day late, so it wasn't too big of a deal. But I will take a ding, I'm sure, on it for the late shipment. But it's the second account. I don't care too much about this account. It's pretty much just here to get rid of the rest of these police patches, and then I will have no real use for this account. So that is going to be it for now. on the sales. Like I said, I'll show you the Home Depot haul and then the bin store haul. Alright, so here is some of the Home Depot pallet haul. This is the better stuff. This is all the eBay stuff, pretty much. Is up here, and the rest of it is downstairs. So we got 4 of these Wagner Flexio 3500s. One of them is brand new. The other 3 are used, and then the one, this canister was completely covered in paint. So I threw that out, and then there was a separate box that had just this canister in it that I'm going to clean up a bit and put in the kit. So that needs a bit of cleaning. Then we got 4 of these Wagner 915E power steamers. One of them is definitely brand new. Looks like it was never touched. The other 3 look like they're all complete. I do still need to go through them and check the parts list. But, for the most part, they look fine. There's one of them that definitely looks like it was used. The other ones, they probably were as well, just not as obvious. Only 2 of these Flexio 2500s. If I remember right, one was new, one was used. Then there's some of these some different sprinkler stuff, and then these that I'm not entirely sure are worth anything. Well, I think a single one of them was like $7, so I'm sure this pack of them is probably worth something. But like I said, there's quite a few of these different sprinkler stuff. This one's missing the freaking cover plate that's supposed to be right there, but I might be able to still sell it. I don't know, I'll have to look. Like I said, timers, irrigation control. So then there's this pack on the bottom here. This is you see like this paper that's not worth putting on eBay. I was gonna keep it for myself and use it, although something I typically would use, but since I got it on a pallet, might as well use it. So might as well use it. And then there's a couple other odds and ends. This John Deere weight bracket, that's $100. This was another $100. This RV power outlet, that's another $100. This was a Braun. Where's the sticker that tells you what it is? Braun non-ducted recirculation kit. That's a questionable up on eBay or locally. Next was this emergency exit push bar that actually looks like it's brand new. These normally are looted and are usually just looted and junk. But this one looks like it actually is brand new. And then next, I got a 6-pack of these V4 traffic posts without the base. But I still think I can sell them. Even without the bases. Maybe another $100. That's what I'm gonna list them for, $100. Because I've seen a 6-pack that has all the bases listed for $150. So I don't know, $100 free ship. So I'm thinking right here should be my money back. Paid $680 all in for the pallet. It was $625 plus tax, so $680. So I'm thinking right here should be my money back. It's the hope, and then everything else should be profit. So I'm gonna take you downstairs and show you the stuff downstairs. Alright, starting off in the kitchen, I got these canopy weights that are super heavy. That are just sitting on the counter here because that's where they got set, and I don't feel like moving them again because they're super heavy. Over here is this Echo ES250 shred and vac that I have to have my brother check out. Definitely used because you can see the dirt here, and it's got a full tank of gas. I'm surprised they didn't check that and accepted it, but it's got a full tank. So, like I said, I'm gonna have him look check it out. And apparently he has one that he hasn't been able to get rid of. So hopefully I don't run into that problem. Coming into the living room. This is from the different pallet. That's not from this one. There's these 3 boxes. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with these. They're for like base for heat. One of them I think is an actual kit, and the other one I think is just like a cover for them in 2-foot sections. Not entirely sure what I'm gonna do with those. This I have to examine more, but it's a portable little sauna. But I think I'm missing something. I think I'm missing the water pad. I think, and like a carrying bag. I have to check and see if I can maybe buy the parts that I'm missing or something. I don't know. We'll see. Because that's 150 bucks otherwise. But one of the real nice gems right here is this solar panel. This is like a $500 solar panel at Home Depot, and it looks brand new. So that's definitely a score. This kind of goes in the useless pile. You know, it's these little rubber mats, but it's only this one box, so it's kind of useless. I'm probably gonna end up keeping them maybe, because I do have some similar rubber mats that I might be able to use them interchangeably. This garage door opener is probably junk. I have to check it still. I know I got 2 other ones that someone had just looted through and took whatever parts out of it they wanted, so this I still do actually have to check. This is probably junk. It's got something wrong with the screen, so this is probably junk. This is a little dirty. I have to actually test it. There's another one upstairs too that was used but cleaner than that one. This box is it's probably just gonna be junk. It's this wood that's kind of meant to be used as like a backsplash. I don't know. It's probably just gonna throw it out. Then over here is the pile of Facebook Marketplace yard sale. Is what all this is. This is not eBay worthy. So we got a couple mailboxes. It's a requirement of a Home Depot pallet to get mailboxes, and those push bars from the Universal Hardware requirement to get one of those. And it's either, except for they're usually broken, but so just a generic mailbox. And there's this one's technically defective. It doesn't have a lock. It's supposed to be locking. They might have a lock floating around. I'm not entirely sure. But this one is locking, brand new. This is good. This is a good one. The rest of this is just kind of miscellaneous stuff. Like there's this too that's kind of useless. What am I gonna do with a box of? I think it's supposed to be like in-floor heat film. There's one box, 30 square feet. It's not very useful, but it is. That's what happens. And then there's this box too. That's it's meant to look like pallet wood kind of. But again, it's just one box. Although it's very funny. It was it says a .com returned, and it's going to an address in Niagara Falls. So actually, that came full circle. It went local and came back local. Stovepipe, vent, another vent. This that I'm pretty sure is complete. I do have to double check it. Like I said, it's just small stuff that's nothing too special really in here. Oh well, this is special. This is like a $240 end table or decorative table kinda. Of course, I buried it. Otherwise, I'd show you. It's so not worth 250 bucks. But it's handcrafted. It's super fancy. Box of edging. Another box of edging. There's another end table too. That's just just a singular one, which is kind of useless. This sprayer someone stole the handle out of, or the spray handle someone stole. But I think I have a spare one from one of the other kits. I'd have to check it. That would be at storage. And then of course I got 2 of these aluminum post kits, and of course they're white. If they were black, I could maybe pair it with the other singular one, and then I could maybe sell it. But no, now I have 2 white ones and 1 black one, and this one is missing 2 bolts on the bottom.
you're not gonna be able to see it, but the base plate on the bottom, when you look underneath it, it's supposed to have 4 bolts. This one only has 2. It doesn't affect the integrity of it. It's just the fact of who steals 2 bolts out of the bottom of a aluminum post. It's just makes no sense. Like this one, there's supposed to be 6. There's 5 in here. They probably bought it, burned one, didn't like it, returned it. That kind of thing. So that is pretty much it. And there's a couple things like this. So like, what am I gonna do with this? It's random 2-inch, I think 2 feet sections of pre-cut pipe. What am I gonna do with this? Who's gonna buy this? But that's what you get with Home Depot. Like I said, that's it. Like I said, this is definitely a good pallet for sure. I'm surprised it was still there. Oh, and there was another Next Grill kit thing too that was, had dome, this chopper and a squirt bottle, but the handle was broke. So that's kind of why this is in this pile. I can probably yard sale those for $1 a piece and still get some money out of it. Like I said, and then stuff like this that's junk. There was a couple of mailboxes as well that I threw out. Those were broken some capacity or dented, or the one where they literally just swapped their old mailbox. Still the numbers, it had numbers on it. You can clearly tell they just swapped them and returned it. So, but luckily there wasn't too much trash with this load, which is good. It was mostly stuff that was sellable in some capacity. But like I said, this is something I need to check on some missing parts that I think I'm missing. So, other than that, like I said, this home run, especially with this $500 solar panel, portable solar panel, 200 watts on eBay. I can get about $350, I think, $380 minus fees, ship, probably still $300, which is almost half my money right there. So I'm going to start getting some of the stuff listed, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I'm going to show you a little pickup I did. Went to a local Amazon bin store. It was our first time. It was actually the new pallet place turned into the bin store. So I finally went for the first time yesterday on $5 day, and I picked up this stuff. So this was together in a bag, and so was this filter and this one. They were together in a bag, and then this was separate. So you can see, it cost me $33.60 because I paid with my credit card, so I paid an extra buck. So it comes out to $5.44 a piece. And we went later in the day on Sunday, which is their $5 day. They close at 5, so as you can see, we're cutting it close there. So I picked this because I picked up right before we left. I just scanned the barcode on eBay, seen it had a good sell-through rate, and then picked it up. So these are all look pretty much new. There's one of these I can't quite tell because I don't really know what it's supposed to look like, but I think it's fine. And like I said, the thing with this, all these they look fine. This, of course, Amazon put the big freaking sticker over the front, but luckily the back had the barcode. I was able to scan it. This only sells for like $10 free ship, but it had one of these in there, and I figured I could probably put the two of them together because I had found this one in a different bin and then seen these later. So I picked them up. But like I said, this is pretty good. This is about $30 right here for this little mash airflow sensor. I throw it on the ground. So like I said, that's like $30 right there. This, like I said, was like 10 free ship. This is pretty crappy. This, I don't know. These are like, I think 20 to 30. I don't remember. I don't really remember on this either. I just seen good sell-through. I probably should have actually really looked at the price, but I think like $15 maybe. And then this, I think, was about, again, like 30. But I do need to double check that it literally is just a hose. That's all it's supposed to be with it. But as you can see, I picked up name brand stuff pretty much. GM, Frigidaire, Kohler. So, I'm not overly impressed with the mittens, but I definitely think it's worth trying again. And then these just came in today, so I figured I'd show you some Kohl's clearance hauls. They did another clearance event, and I had Kohl's cash to use, so I picked up these Caterpillar beanies for cheap, and then this pair of Converse shoes. I think I thought I ordered 2 to double check. I figured I'd try these out. Like I said, I picked them up cheap because they're already on clearance, and I had $25 Kohl's cash from the last event at the end of February that I needed to use, so allowed me to pick these up cheap. So, and I'm working on Home Depot stuff. I got to test another one of the steamers because I've already sold the other 2. I just sold one of them now earlier, so I gotta get that. So that's gotta go out tomorrow. Like I said, I gotta get these 2 tested and listed, and work on the rest of this stuff. And this I think is good, so that's good. I have to finish checking this out, but it looks pretty good. Of course, there's cardboard in the way now. But anyways, that is that.